Listen, I've been seeing all these black people eating and drinking watermelon and making juices, and I am loving it. So I thought it's only right that we talk about the historical and cultural connection between black people and watermelon. It is not just a fad, there is actually a really good reason behind why we are so into this fruit. The fact that black people love watermelon is not false, we do, and it was not a stereotype at first. Watermelons are native to Africa and have been cultivated since ancient times. The water and the vitamins in watermelon are very healthy, and you can Google all of the different benefits. After the Civil War, free black people grew, ate, and sold watermelons in bulk and made it a symbol of their freedom. Yes, we built entire businesses and communities around growing watermelon. And then some people started to get a little jelly. Threatened by blacks' newfound freedom, racist whites responded by making the fruit a symbol of black people's perceived uncleanliness, laziness, childishness, and unwanted public presence. So they took something that once represented not just our freedom physically, but our freedom, financial freedom, our independence, something that represented community, and made it seem like we were lazy, that now it represented us being unclean and nasty and unkept. Remember, although we were supposedly freed physically, we were not allowed to take part in American society. So many black people continued to live on the same plantations that held them as slaves and continued to work for their former enslavers, aka sharecropping. So growing and selling watermelon was one of our ways of making a living outside of the plantation system. So for all my people out there, it is okay to like watermelon. Watermelon is an extremely healthy fruit with many health benefits, and that's why I am happy to see it make a comeback in the black community.
That's good.
This is the unwritten truth. Why melanated people should eat watermelon daily. They turned watermelon into a joke, a stereotype, a symbol of shame. But in truth, this fruit is ancient medicine. Watermelon is 92% structured water, the kind your body craves to hydrate your cells and nourish your melanin. It cleanses the blood, flushes toxins, and cools internal inflammation. The silent killer in our community. Rich in lycopene and citrulline, it protects the heart, lowers blood pressure, and increases blood flow. Naturally. For black men, it supports prostate health, boosts stamina, and enhances circulation. For black women, it nourishes the womb, improves skin elasticity, and strengthens hair and nails. Watermelon seeds? They're packed with magnesium, iron, and zinc, critical minerals we are often deficient in. They don't want you knowing that watermelon was once a sacred fruit among African farmers. A cleanser, a healer, a source of life. Eat it whole, juice it, blend it, consume it daily. Reclaim your fruit, reclaim your health, reclaim your narrative. This is an unwritten truth.
A lot of people don't understand, how powerful the watermelon is. If you actually look at the watermelon, it actually comes from the cucurbitol fruit family. It's called cucurbitol. The cucurbitols, notice it sounds like cucumber. That's because watermelons come from the cucumber family. A lot of people think that watermelons are older than cucumbers, and they not. Cucumbers are actually older than watermelons, and cucumbers have more water content than watermelon. Watermelon only has about 92% of H3O2 hydrogen bond water inside of them, but when you look at the cucumber have 99% water in them. So when you look at the cucurbits or the cucurbitol family, you have cucumbers, you have gourds, you have melons, squashes, you have pumpkins, zucchini, papaya. It's over 995 species that actually come from this melon family. When you get on a high watermelon fast, the tannins inside of it, not only does it thin the blood, but it literally brings the circulatory up into a vibratory rate. It heals the cardiovascular system. That's why most people that suffer from erectile dysfunction, or they're suffering from aneurysms, or suffering from any type of vital blockages in their arteries or in their vessels, when they get on watermelon fruit, these things go away because of all the magnesium and the potassium in them. And if y'all look at potassium K+ on the actual chemistry board, when you actually get into the chart, these things are highly electrical. Their conductivity is off the charts when we start talking about cations and anions, and we start talking about basically alkaline forming foods. So the watermelon is one of the most alkaline forming fruits on planet Earth. Not only that, it's so high in water content, H3O2 and not H2O, that you actually get all of the stimulation, and it opens up what you would call meridian pathways. It opens up the cells to purge the cells. Then you get all this hydration and all these electrolytes. And let's not forget the magnesium, the potassium, the ascorbic acid. And ascorbic acid is nothing but vitamin C. And we see that vitamin C helps when it comes to so-called cancer. Vitamin C helps when it comes to these new epidemics that's going on around the world. I don't want to mention them because they're going to cut the channel off. So vitamin C or ascorbic acid, we use that for our herpes patients. We see numbers go down dramatically when you load up on vitamin C. So if we talking about a all-healing fruit, they got all of the different electrolytes, the minerals, they got the H3O2, and they got the high water content that you need to actually break up solidification and calcification. Brother, watermelon is the way to go.